Hey folks, what's up? This is your host, Master Vinny MC, and as always, it is a pleasure to have you all here with me today. We are here in the Villager Bowl, the village that we've been working on, and today, as of this episode, it's complete. There's a lot that I would like to talk about with you guys. So today, we're going to be walking around and talking. You'll also notice that our difficulty is on peaceful today, and that is actually probably the first thing we're going to explain. So I've been having some computer issues lately. Right now I'm recording from my laptop, which is not something that I'm very happy with. Essentially, I've had to record on the go, as it were. I've had to pack up all my computer equipment and head into an air-conditioned lab here on campus in order to be able to do any recording today. For the next few weeks, I'm staying in a room that does not have an air conditioner in it, and my computer rig, my tower that is, will not run quietly enough for me to record without the air conditioner. There's, I think, an unnecessarily loud fan in the tower that cools I believe it's the CPU, and I'm looking into getting a replacement for that, but I can't do that anytime in the next probably anytime in the next few days, maybe like next week. So in the meantime, I've been trying to get a workaround. Oh my goodness, this is killing me. I gotta just walk really slow. Chunkers galore. Hi, cow. What's it like to be floating in space? So we're gonna hop up over this ridge, and I will let you guys look at the village while I talk a little bit more. This will be a short episode, I promise. Yay, check out the wonder. So like I said, this episode's coming out late. I would have loved to have had 2 or 3 episodes out last week, but that didn't happen. I just got done with finals, and then, like I said, I've had computer issues this week, so yeah, I won't really bore you with the details for the rest of that. It doesn't really look like those guys are moving down there, which is giving me a little bit of concern, because they do tend to run around in circles. Okay. Well, interesting. So, I'll give you a little bit of a tour of the village, because obviously this is what I have spent the most time working on here. Yeah, and I'm very proud of it, and I very much like the way that it's come out. So this stone house, if you'll follow my cursor here, with the stone roof, is what I've been calling the mayor's house. It is much higher quality than the rest of the buildings. It's also pretty tall, thus the self-explanatory title of the mayor's house. You know, kind of he's the guy who lives there. It's also the first village. It's also the first house that I built in the village, which means that it's the village center. So most villagers end up there at night. Excuse me, sorry. When they go inside. This house here is the second house that I built. There are 4 houses in total that are of that style, and I'll show you those in just a moment. This house with the furnace in the back, this is the blacksmith's place, and I will do a quick tour on the ground of that. There are 2 other log cabin houses that are the same. There is the community house. I'm not really going to call it a church or a synagogue or a mosque or anything, because to be fair, this was built for the villagers, and I really don't want to carry any, odd, not odd. I don't want it to have any religious connotation or offend anybody. Anyone is welcome here at this particular community building. So this is for the villagers. So I suppose we'll start with this. The symbol that I took to build this this building is taken from the desert temples, so it's from in Minecraft itself. These are quartz blocks set in a wall of stone. This building has 3 doors on it, as you can see right here. These multiple doors serve the function of counting as 3 houses in one, which keeps the villager population up. The more houses that are in a village, the more likely the villagers are to breed, and the more villagers will breed. Dirt pillar. I was climbing on roofs before. You'll have to forgive me. Every now and again I run into one of these. There we go. This is kind of like the mayor's house. This also has 6 doors, just like the mayor's house does. 2 on the sides, the long sides, and 1 each on the short sides. And then it's not quite as tall. Also doesn't have a stone roof. I didn't make it as tall because I didn't want it to overshadow this building. I kind of wanted this to stick out as, you know, something a little bit more prominent. These are the really traditional looking houses. They don't actually have a second story to them. They're open to the top, as you can see in here. This is the first version, and there's no accents underneath the eaves. I'll show you its twin over here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn down this sound because we don't really need it. We don't have mobs on either. The reason why it's on peaceful today, folks, is because if a creeper were to jump out right now, it would blow up the buildings, and I do not have a proper mouse with me, so I can't even respond to that. So just doing a quick tour today, no combat. I do promise you that this entire village was constructed on hard mode, though. There was lots of creepers actually when I was building. When I got to building this house here, it blew out. This whole like front wall had to be reconstructed here. So, but this house is the twin here, and it has upside down steps tucked into the eaves for accents. And then this is another one of the, they kind of remind me of split level ranches, so that's what I've been calling them. There's a larger portion and then a smaller portion, and they're kind of stuck together. I think the best place to see it from is the original one that I built, because in many places the trees are now in the way. Here you go. So this is the larger portion of the house, and then next to it is attached this kind of smaller bit. All 4 of these houses have 3 doors in them, 1, 2, and then 3, and then they have some windows. This is the one that I've been kind of living in and just storing my materials and junk like that. This one is actually outfitted with a lamp. This lamp is wired from below the village to a daylight sensor that is in the middle of the village. It's one of only 2 lamps that I have set up at the very moment. The redstone wiring got a little complicated, and I had some bugs with this daylight sensor that I've been searching through the forums to try and find an answer to my problem. I wanted to fill this area with water and make a fountain on top of the daylight sensor, but I don't think the daylight sensor will function underneath the water, so I've had to scrap that idea. So we'll come back to this daylight sensor later on and try and wire up some more lamps for these houses. I think the last thing that I want to show you on this tour, the last building, is this. It's the blacksmith. It's styled after, you'll excuse me, this doesn't belong here, thank you. It's styled after the blacksmiths that you would see in a traditional village, in that there is a closed off portion, and then there's one wall where you can walk into the workman's area here and access the tools. This would traditionally be lava, and there would be half-stone slabs here, but obviously I changed it up a little. I thought the fire looked a little bit better. It also has a flat roof. The reason why I had this pillar here is I was just going to show you guys the roof. So if you're not already aware, I'm going to go ahead here and put on F3. Right next to where it's in the top left corner, right next to where it says what kind of biome you're in, and right now it'll say extreme hills because that's the type of biome you're in. you'll get BL colon and then a number. So block lighting colon and then the value for that block lighting. Right now we're at 9, 8, 7. Oh, 7. That's not good. I guess something can spawn up here. Alright, well, so I will come back and fix that later because that's a danger, because anything below 8 means that at night a mob can spawn. And I had done a little pattern on this roof to make sure that mobs couldn't spawn. Obviously I need to pop a torch over there, but anyways, if you can place a torch on a block, it means that a mob can spawn there, and if you can't place a torch on a block, it means the mob can't spawn there. The way that's achieved is by utilizing half slabs, and I do have some half slabs on me. Good, thank you. So if I don't walk off. Thank you. If a half slab is on the bottom half of its position, and this is bottom half of the block next door, you can't put a torch on it, and therefore a mob can't spawn. Or at least, you know, it's not a therefore, but it's a way of testing whether or not a mob can spawn in a block. But if you put the half slab in the top half of the block, then mobs can spawn there. So on all these roofs I've gone through and I've done a little bit of testing to see whether or not mobs could spawn. I've also run around the bottom to see whether or not mobs could spawn. And I've gone with non-traditional lighting methods. I didn't want a lot of torches all around. I tend to torch spam when I'm building, and as you can see, the hills surrounding the village have a lot of torch spam. But that's something that'll be going away as we go along here. One of the ways I did this is by hiding a lot of glowstone, and so that's the next thing I would like to talk about real quickly, is just how I hid the glowstone in general. There's a few little, well, I gotta leave that one torch up here because the torch will remind me I need to come back and fix that roof. If I can hop, and I can't. I didn't think I could. My controls aren't very good right now, so you have to forgive me if I look a little derpy, because I'm a little derpy today. I hid some glowstone in the roofs of these split level ranches here, and I just covered them over with trapdoors, because these are the only blocks that mobs can spawn on the roofs, so these lights will prevent that. The rest of this is all stairs and half slabs that are put in such a way that mobs can't actually spawn. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a torch right here to remind me that I need to put some stairs in there later. Okay. Go ahead and pop that in. So there's a few other ways that I've hidden some lighting around here. And as we walk around, you'll be able to see the number. It won't go down to 7 here, hopefully. Yeah, it won't. All right, we're going to get rid of F3. There we are. One of the ways I've been able to hide lighting is just in the outside, going all the way around the outside edge of our wall here. It keeps the villagers nice and safe. I've gone around and, you know, spaced out the glowstone. Another way that I've been able to do it is, and this might cause some lag issues, so I'm only going to turn this on for a few minutes here. But if you go into options and you click on your video settings and put it on fancy, which will be more of a stress on my poor laptop, you will see through the leaf blocks. The leaf blocks in the game now gain a level of transparency that they did not have before. You will notice that these are glowing trees, that there's glowstone hidden in the leaves, and that below most of the leaves throughout the houses and in the middle are glowstone hidden. These are glowstone blocks that are hidden. These are redstone lamps, and these will ideally only turn on when the redstone circuitry that's hidden below the ground will cause them to turn on. So I intend to convert many of these lamps, if not all of them, later on into redstone lamps and move away from glowstone blocks. or at least the ones that can be seen. If they're hidden below a leaf block, it's not so bothersome. In the corners of all the houses, we have leaf blocks. Not only do these give some kind of a natural appeal to the houses and, you know, make them look good, but they, like I said, conceal the glowstone that is down here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fancy video settings. Fancy. No, the fancy goes away. Well, at least now it's fast. So as you can see, now we have a village with no torches in it that allows for villagers not to be dying at night because most of all the lightning sources are hidden. So fun stuff there. This guy, the Iron Golem, was not made by me. He actually came with the village. He's the only one that I've seen spawn. I haven't looked up the statistics on how many Iron Golems are supposed to spawn in your average village, but if I'm only going to get this one guy, then I will probably craft 2 or 3 more, just for the sake of having a little extra protection for these guys down here. Yeah, because I've put a lot of work into this, like I said, in clearing out this area. We'll turn around here and kind of get a look at this, and I would like it to stay safe. Here's kind of another shot of it. People overwhelmingly requested the combination of oak and white wool, so I did try and use that where I could. But like I said, I switched it up a little bit, different building styles, different building materials, just to give it a little bit of variety, and I think it's a good mix. So we're actually going to go around here. This is the large prominent gate that comes into the village here, and the way that this works is that this is what I call a people door, or a person door. This is 2 fence gates that are put one right on top of each other to fill a door space, and mobs, as far as I am aware, and villagers, all kinds of mobs, cannot use these doors. They can't figure out how to open them. There's nothing in their pathfinding that would allow them to do that. So just a little thing over there. That's where I've been keeping the sheep, and I've been farming a lot of the wool out of. It took me like a whole 2 days to get the sheep over here. Hello, cow. Yeah, get out of my way. There we go. You can see I hit him with the sword there a second time, and it's just so terrible on my laptop here that it didn't even actually hit him. So I came over here. I would like to see if I do. I need to plant some pumpkins, but I can make probably some more iron golems. I'm gonna try and craft them here on camera, and I think that'll be the last thing that we do today. So let's see how many iron blocks this makes. And that's 16. Split that in half. I think we need 1, 2, 3. I think we need 4 per golem, and times 2, so that's 8. So this will make us 8, I believe. Because I think you make either a T or an X with the iron blocks, and then you put the pumpkin on top, and that will make the iron golem. We're gonna go test it out, and we're gonna put them down here in the village. You can see here this room actually counts as a house because this side has a door on it, so it adds to our village count. But the other half of this has a people door, so the villagers can't get up into the mining camp. So kind of a little access way here. One of my other thoughts is I don't think that the iron golems can move around the village very well right now. I feel like there's some areas that they can't actually fit through because I've only really seen this guy stay over in this corner, and I've known them to move around a little bit more. So I'm thinking I'm going to create one of them up here so that he's kind of got this area. 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 4. And then I believe if I... Oh. Yeah, there you go. That's how you make them. So hello, friend. It's good to see you. Welcome to the world of jumping cows. You can go away now. Thank you. Thank you for the steak. So he'll go down there and he'll kind of walk around the village and do his thing. As you can see, something about his programming must already be, saying that, I've been spawned within distance of a village. I should go and go to the center of this village and see what I can do to protect these people. So that's good. I guess they can walk through there and they can get around this corner. So I guess the only corner they can't fit through with their hitbox is actually over here behind the blacksmith. So I might just put one over here and he can just chill in the corner. I mean, if he finds his way out, that's fine. But I think it's back here that he can't actually get out of. And if it becomes a problem later on, I live right next door to this village. I'm sure I'll notice the problem. I'll come down and I think the trees are in the way. I can move the trees. There you go. So, well, that's pretty good. And we'll see if he can find his way around. Yeah, I don't think he can fit through there. Just because they do have a pretty big hitbox. So. Yeah, and he can't fit through that gap. He might just be stuck back here. That might be really sad. Okay, well, we'll wish this guy the best of luck. I think I've shown you guys just about all that I would like to show you for right now. I thank you for watching, and I'm going to do my best to get my computer situation resolved. Hopefully you guys will see some content from me in the next few days. So if you liked the video, then please leave a like, show your support, share with your friends, and I will catch all of you guys in the future. Thanks.